Hey guys, this is Alyssa from Unbusy. I help introvert moms clear their space and schedule so you can live your best life now, not wait till the kids are gone. So today we're going to talk about purging the toy shelf and why that is so very important. Have you ever felt like your kids' toys just seem to multiply underneath your feet? Comment below yes or no. So the first thing we need to do to fix your toy problem is realize this: the organization is hiding the real truth, which is that your kids have too many toys. It's not a matter of if they would only pick up, if they would only organize better, if they would only follow your organizational system, everything would be okay. It's they have too many toys. See, kids get overwhelmed easily. They don't want to spend the time color coding all the Lego pieces, putting each particular doll's accessories in each particular doll's box. They'd rather lump it all together. Go for what's easiest. And hey, let's be honest, you probably would too. So get it out of your head that it's your organization that's failing them. It's not. It's the toy level. Now, thing number 2. Small toy sets will go a lot faster than pickup. See, your kids want to get out of as much work as possible. It's natural. When they see their room just heaped with toys all over the floor, they moan, "This is going to take forever." And you say, "Oh, come on, if you did it quickly, I bet you could get this done." "Oh, Mom, it's going to take forever." Well, kind of. You're both right. Yes, if they got to work right off, it would go a lot faster. But they have a point. It will take a fair while. Unless, instead of a bin of Barbie dolls and Barbie clothes, you had a shoebox of the favorite few dolls and the most loved accessories, the favorite clothes. What if you had a Duplo box? What if you had a car bin? Not this giant thing, but what are your 10 favorite cars that appear in every single story? Do you need a gas truck? Do you have a fire truck? Do you just have this one particular race car that you just love? Have those ones. And then it's not going to take you ages to go pick up, 4 dozen little Hot Wheels. Small toy sets will just go a lot faster. And then your kids have no legs to stand on when they complain. It will take them so long to pick up the room. No, honey. You have 2 sets out. They each fit in these 2 little bins. So that is not going to take you very long to throw. This kind and this kind, this kind and this kind. Go do it. Done. Okay, number 3. You need to 80-20 the toys. Now this touches on what we said in the last point. Cutting down to a smaller size. Keeping just their favorites. How do you do that? By applying the Pareto principle. You've heard of the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of what you like doing is supported by just 20%. So like you only wear 20% of the clothes in your closet because those are your favorites, stuff like that. Well, you can also apply this to the toys. And this is how it goes. 20% of the kids' toys are their favorites. Those are the ones they're hauling out every day. They just can't stay on the shelf. They're in constant use. The other 80% are the once every few months they play with, the toys that are yanked out and left on the floor in order to get to their favorites. You see how that works? You're not saying you can never have this toy again. You're saying, I'm going to remove the 80% to uncover your 20% and leave those on the shelves, and you will have a so much easier time playing and picking up. So you, the mom, probably have a pretty good idea what their top 20% is. I would say just go ahead in there and remove them. Box them up, bag them up, bin them up, put them in a closet, high closet shelf, not their own closet, of course, in the attic, in the garage. Take them out of the way so your kids can actually get a taste of what it's like to live with a more minimalist level of toys. That way, they can experience the benefits for themselves. See, you're not telling them, you need to declutter. You need to declutter more. This is your fault. You're showing them how nice it is to live with less, how freeing it is to not have to pick up the entire floor of toys. It's less work for them. There are benefits for them. And we do this by just removing the stuff they aren't typically playing with and presenting it as here is your new awesome, toy space. And then that way, they might come and ask you for some of these toys. And this is what typically happens in my house. They ask for a toy. I say, okay, fine, maybe I was too hasty. I let them have it. That afternoon, they're just going like crazy for an hour. And then the next day, it's laying on the floor. And the next day, and the next. See, my original assessment was correct. It was not one of their favorite toys. It was not part of the 20%. I was right when I removed it. So, being me, I would just say, you can try it out a few times with your kids. And if you find that's a typical pattern, just stop saying yes to their requests. Say, no, honey, remember last time? you played with it for 30 minutes and then you ignored it for the rest of the week and we had to keep picking it up and tripping all over it. Let's just leave that in there and let's go play with what you've already got. See, eventually we're going to wean them off of the 80% of toys because you don't need to keep that volume stuffed in your house elsewhere. Those are the things they don't typically play with. They rarely mess. We need to let go of it. But we do a holding zone, an in-between period, where it's not that they are literally gone, they are just out of your kids' toy space. So to recap, organization is not the problem with the toys. It's the amount. And what you want to do is let your kids play with their favorites, and a small amount of their favorites. So go in there, Pareto principle all the toys, find out what are their favorites. Is it the Barbies instead of the teddy bears? Is it the Duplo instead of the race cars? Find out what their favorites are. You should see a lot less on the toy shelf. And then see if you can scrunch even those favorite sets. Do they love the toy kitchen? But they don't tend to want to have 8 place settings. Maybe it's always just your 2 girls doing it together. Well, then just have 2 place settings, period. Get rid of all the others. Find out what their favorite colors are. You can all have the magenta ones and you can all have the blue ones. Okay, done. No more pink and no more white or whatever your colors are. Do they love to play food? But they don't want to keep the broccoli and the mushrooms and the onions because they don't like them. They would rather have the donuts and the hot dogs and the chips. Okay, fine. You're not doing health policing. You're just saying, okay, have the food, play food that you enjoy. This is the most fun for you. These are the ones, you can give them away. Someone else will have fun with it. And poof, you have just shrunk your play food box. It's already earned in an important place on your toy shelf as one of their favorite toys, and you're able to scrunch it. Win-win. Okay? So, Pareto principle, the toys. That is really going to save you. Now, I have something for you. I want you to go to yourunbusylife.com/blog. Scroll down that right-hand sidebar till you see Get Your Kids to Clean Their Rooms, a free e-course. Sign up and give yourself the gift of time. I will also be putting the link in the description below this video, okay? Get your kids to clean their rooms because you do not need to be doing this, Mom, okay? And that's it for now. Have a great day.